Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Night Raw review. This one is for May 30th, 2016, which is also Memorial Day, which is also a day that we'll get to later. The show opens up with a tribute to Memorial Day. They do like a bunch of bell rings, and they show like a promo video, and then the intro plays, and then the actual show starts with Shane McMahon coming down. He does a little dance, he grabs a mic, and then as soon as he goes to talk, Stephanie comes out. And Shane says that no one really wants to hear her talk, and he says that SmackDown will be going live on July 19th, something that they already announced and everybody already knows. Don't know why they had to say it again. And Stephanie says, well, tonight's Raw, and tonight we will witness the return of John Cena. The New Day then come out and say that they were excited for the fact that SmackDown was going live, and they would love to be on both shows defending their WWE World Tag Team Championships. And he says that they say that they were paranoid because they didn't know what was going to happen. And Kofi, he tells Shane that he asked Shane what how they're going to come to a conclusion on what show they'll be on. And he says that he likes Shane's answers because he likes his shoes. And Shane says that nothing's intact, but anything is open. And they get worried that they'll get split up. And they say they don't know if they're going to get split up yet. Big E asks who is going to be running SmackDown. They don't know. Big E calls for a dance-off to see who's going to run SmackDown. Shane does his dance. As Steph goes to dance, the Vaudevillains then come out. The Vaudevillains versus the New Day wasn't that good of a match. Unicorn Stampede to Aiden English. English then takes over on Kofi. Gotch and English beat down Kofi. They did not let Kofi get into the. They did not let Big E get into the match for quite some time. Kofi eventually tags Big E in. He takes English to Suplex City. Gallows and Anderson then come out, and they attack Xavier, and then that gets Kofi involved, and the New Day win by disqualification. The Vaudevillains jump Big E. Gallows and Anderson then get into the ring. The Vaudevillains leave, and the Magic Killer to Big E. The Usos versus Breezango with the Golden Truth on commentary. The Usos won in like 2 minutes with a roll-up, and it was Breezango's first loss. And then the Breezango and Golden Truth brawl, because everybody wanted to see that. Roman Reigns comes out to talk about Seth Rollins. He does the whole he's the guy thing. He tells Seth Rollins to come out and prove that he's the man, and then when the whole thing went weird. Seth comes out. He walks halfway down the ramp. He stops. He walks a little bit closer. He stops. He walks a little bit closer. He stops. He's let's hold on 1 minute. He turns around, goes back up the ramp, grabs a mic, and then acts like he's going to talk, and then he drops the mic. And then he starts to walk again, and then he stops again, and he gets all the way down to the ring, and then he stops, and then he leaves. And then Roman's music plays, like he leaves the arena. He's out. He's back in the locker room, or supposed to be. And then Roman starts to celebrate. He gets on the turnbuckle. And then Seth comes running down the ramp. As soon as he gets to the ring, he stops again. And then leaves again. I don't know what exactly that was for. But Seth didn't say a word. He didn't get in the ring with Roman. He didn't do anything. Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Rusev dominated. He hit but Zack Ryder eventually, he got one broski boot in and got a 2 count for it, but then Rusev locked in the accolade and Zack Ryder tapped. Rusev then cut a promo, I think that's what he was trying to do. Titus then comes out and Titus punches Rusev in the face. That's about it. Enzo and Cass versus the Dudleys. Cass takes over very early. Devon takes over on Enzo. Bubba hits some elbow drops on Enzo. He gets a 2 count. Enzo hits a drop kick and then tags in Cass. Cass hits an Empire elbow on Devon, And then they hit the rocket launcher on Devon. Enzo picks up a win. The moment everybody was waiting for. The return of Big Match John. He comes out, he gives like a nice speech about Memorial Day and what it means to him and what it should mean to everybody else. He asks if he belongs in the WWE still. And he says that he's not just going to lay down and leave and let the new era take over. The future is going to go through him. AJ Styles comes out. This was the best part of Monday Night Raw. This whole segment that I'm about to go over. AJ Styles comes out. He gets in the ring, and the crowd explodes. For a good 4 to 5 minutes, it's just the crowd chanting AJ Styles and Let's Go Cena. It was amazing. 5 minutes. About 5 minutes. And the only reason they stopped is because AJ started to talk. He says that he has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. He says that he respects John. He welcomes him back. He extends his hand out, and they shake hands. The club then comes out, Gallows and Anderson. They then come out, and they say that they are here because they need to kick ass. They call AJ a kiss ass for kissing John Cena's ass, and say that when they say they're going to kick ass, that includes his. AJ then takes off his shirt. He's ready to fight. John Cena takes off his shirt. He's ready to fight. He does that bounce off the rope thing he does when he gets ready, but as soon as he bounces off the rope, AJ Styles hits him with a forearm, knocks him down, and then Gallows, Anderson, and AJ jump John Cena. They eventually leave the ring, and as they're walking up the ramp, AJ then runs back in, attacks John Cena, leaves. He runs back in, attacks John Cena, he leaves. And then the refs come down, and you think they're done, but nope. AJ runs back in, attacks John Cena, and leaves for good this time. It was a great segment. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. John Cena and AJ Styles is going to be a great rivalry. Hopefully, AJ Styles' career does not get buried and ruined by the good old John Cena. Natalya versus Dana Brooke with Charlotte in her corner. Dana starts off very strong. Dana then slams Natalya for the win in 2 minutes. Charlotte and Dana Brooke then attack her. Becky Lynch comes out and then cuts to commercial. Nothing happened. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler in a technical wrestling match. Ziggler hyped this up saying that he has 1,005 holds, which is one more than Chris Jericho has. And he actually wore actual headgear in the match. As soon as the match starts, Dolph kicks Baron Corbin in the grapefruits, and he loses by disqualification. He then picks up a mic and says, "I lost by disqualification, but the real loser is still Baron Corbin." And yeah, that was it. That was about it. And then the main event, Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, and Kevin Owens in a 6-man Money in the Bank tag match. I don't really care about 6-man tag matches. Cesaro starts off strong. He eventually gets jumped by the heel team. Del Rio gets the 2 count. Chris Jericho drop kicks Cesaro and knocks Dean off the apron. The crowd then starts to chant "Stupid Idiot" because everybody knows that's Chris Jericho's catchphrase. Del Rio gets hit by hits a running enziguri to Cesaro. He gets a 2 count for that. Cesaro then slams Del Rio. Zayn comes in and he goes off on all the heels. He knocks them all off the apron, knocks them all out of the ring. He hits a crossbody to Del Rio. He gets a 2 count. Dean then throws Chris Jericho over the ropes, and Zayn flips over those exact ropes onto the heel team. Owens comes in. He hits a moonsault on Sami Zayn. He gets a 2 count. Blue Thunderbomb to Chris Jericho. He tags in Dean. Dean goes off. Dean hits an R-bar. He gets a 2 count. Chris Jericho hits a code breaker. Owens tags himself in, and then he gets a 2 count. Cesaro then attacks them both. He sends Chris Jericho swinging. Haluva kick to Alberto Del Rio. Dirty deeds to Kevin Owens for the win. And that was Monday Night Raw. It didn't seem like it went 3 hours. It was very, very quick. Very, very quick. There was a lot of matches. And they were all really fucking short. It started off terrible. The show was not that good. Match-wise, it wasn't good. The John Cena segment was the best part of the show by far. Yeah. Oh, and WWE's Twitter. I know their Twitter. I don't know about. Maybe their Facebook as well. Was tweeting like the hatch. The hatch will be revealed. Who's gonna open the hatch? Well, the hatch was actually a commercial for WWE 2K17. And if you pre-order the game, you get to play as Goldberg. Don't know if that means Goldberg's going to be coming back at all, or if he's going to get inducted to the Hall of Fame. But if you pre-order WWE 2K17, you get to play as Goldberg, and that's what the hatch was. Because in the trailer, you can tell it was special effects. And they blew open a hatch, and Goldberg walked out. That was it. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Counselor Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.